All right, just a few more squats here. Awesome. Excellent. Long arms. As you come up and breathe out, just really draw the belly button in. All right, all we're going to do, just for the next 30 seconds, take the legs wide apart this time. Little side lunges, but as you do them, just gently ease into it. Try and touch the opposite foot or the opposite toe. Just make it as big and as small as you want to. And then we'll get into a couple of balanced ones. Perfect. Now, work with your range of movement. Some people are really flexible naturally. Others, like me, have to work on it a little bit. All right. One balanced one here. Standing on one leg, wrap a leg around, squeeze the shoulder blades back, chin tucked in. Arms, we're just going to open up and then above our head. Okay? Perfect. That's it. Now we're just on one leg and you're just reaching back, reaching forward. What I want you to focus on is keeping the tailbone tucked under, belly button in, long straight back, long arms. That's it. Now I've got that bottom leg bent. I don't mind if it's bent or straight. What I'm after is just that long straight spine and the balance. Now if you do need to just touch this foot down, feel free to. Keep going for a few more seconds here. So if you need to touch down a little bit there, same arms, but we're just going to swap the legs over. So tuck the chin in, belly in, pelvic floor muscles in, wrap this leg around. I squeeze my thighs together. Tuck the tailbone under. Right, straighten up this spine, chin tucked in. And then nice long arms. Now the trick with this one is to keep your shoulders down. Even though we're lifting the arms, just really keep your shoulder blades pinned back. That's it. Beautiful work, guys. I'm going to work you hard tonight, especially if you've got dumbbells. And I just want you to go at a medium pace. Don't worry if someone on the screen is going a bit faster or slower. But I want you to really stretch your body out, lengthen, get some good oxygen around, nice big deep breathing. And then the focus is internally. Last balance one, swap the leg again. This time, we're going to take a leg forward, sideways, and then just back with a little bottom squeeze. So same leg, forward, sideways, little back squeeze. Forward. Your job is to try and hold your body dead still. Forward, sideways, back. Let's add the arms. I do arms where I go forward with the arms, sideways with the arms, and then up when I do that little back squeeze here. Forward, side, straight up. Forward, side, straight up. Give it a go. Okay, harder than it looks. Forward, side, straight up. Okay, nice strong shoulders. Squeeze that buttock back there. Slow it down if you want to work harder. Perfect. We're going to do the same on the other side. So same legs, get yourself one leg, belly in, hold the pelvic floor in. Pretend you're busting to do a weed. And just got to hold it up and in. Squeeze that back leg forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. From the side it looks like this, forward. Try and keep your spine and your hips dead still. Forward, side, up. Good work, guys. Woo. Side, up. Couple more. Nice long stretches here too. Okay, give me one more. Awesome. Keep the dumbbells close at hand. Starting in a down dog, we don't need them for this one. Let me follow you down here. We've got our just hold this position for 10 seconds. Just push the heels down, nice stretch, bottom in the air. When you're ready, you just lift one leg up. We're just going to take a deep breath in, bring the knee forward and push back. Now for any of my regulars, if you want this a little bit harder, bring the knee out to the side and then push back. Deep breath in. So of course, the more you take your leg away from the center of gravity, the harder, your core muscles have to work. So if you want to keep the knee just in and do a small movement, that's fine. The bigger and the wider you go, the harder you work. The job is to just really draw that belly button in, hold your back long and straight. Okay, one more this side. Okay, just have a stretch in between before we swap legs. Same movement, just the other leg. One leg up, deep breath in, push back. Awesome. Again, if you want to work harder, take that leg to the outside and push up. This is what it looks like. Front on knee to the outside, push up. Now drop the hips as low as you can and then push the bottom as high as you can. Okay, this one's hard. This will get you going. Awesome. Last couple here. Come on, work hard. Perfect. Slowly come down on your knees but your elbows. Doesn't matter which leg first. Tap the toe and we're going to get the leg tapping, and with your opposite arm we're going to lift the opposite arm here. Grab a dumbbell if you've got one. Okay, so arm and leg go up together and come down. To work your arm or your back a little bit harder, you can straighten that arm. Perfect. So your job is to keep your back long and straight, your hips dead still. If any part gets too hard, you can always, for example, cut the arm out. Focus on the leg. If you find your hips wobbling, you can always break it down into 2 exercises. But for tonight, I know a lot of you can work hard for me, so I'm going to challenge you. Most of us have been sitting down most of the day, so it's time to stretch and pull these muscles. Perfect. Swap sides. So start with the leg, draw the belly button up and in again, pelvic floor muscles in, tap the toe, squeeze a long straight leg, squeeze the buttocks. Get the arm going when you're ready. So the opposite arm goes up. Good. Again, I'll show you from this angle. Down on the elbows, just giving the wrist a break because we're going to be up on the wrists again next. Perfect. Really squeeze that shoulder blade back. Good work, guys. Let's get it going. Last couple, again, just drawing that belly. Breathe out with every lift. Awesome. Back in a plank position, no weights, just on your hands and your toes. We're going to hold this plank. I'm going to get you to lift your knee under to the opposite knee, out to the outer knee, back to the inner, and then we're going to swap legs. So you take it across to the inner leg, outer elbow, inner one, and back. So we're alternating. Out, in, out, and back. Harder than it looks. If it gets too hard, just put your bottom in the air a little bit. So you can do it that way too. Okay, alternating legs. Cross. Perfect. So it's like your knee is almost going to touch that elbow. Touch your elbows. Elbow, 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 swap. Good work, guys. You'll really feel this in the arms, shoulders. All right, let's give those arms a break. One on our back, Keep these dumbbells in your hand if you've got them. Otherwise, don't worry about them. Arms straight up, legs straight up. All we're doing is the opposite arm and leg are going to go down to the ground. Just tap, breathe out and bring them up. Then we switch, other arm, other leg. Now for some of you that are new to this is going to be really like right and left brain going off. Don't worry if you mess it up or if they kind of go together. Just get the hang of it. What I want from your posture is I want a deep breath in, deep breath out as you come up. As you breathe in, I want you to really focus on pulling that belly button in, tucking the tailbone under, flattening your lower back into the ground. So even though your arms and legs are moving, your hips and your lower back shouldn't be. Alright, so now we're just going to do one side at a time. We're just going to repeat one side, but this time I'm going to like lift up and touch that outer ankle. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Your other arm and leg are just going to try and hover there. Again, harder than it looks. If anything gets too hard, you can always put that other arm and leg down on the ground. Okay, so the easy version or easier is just keeping the other two rested. Harder is of course keeping them floated. Okay, so we're just repeating that one arm, one leg with a little reach and twist. Other arm and leg are just suspended in the air. Okay, constantly pulling that pelvic floor in, especially as you breathe out at the top. Really suck the belly button in as you breathe out. Perfect, just reset. Think about where your shoulder blades are too. I want you to be able to wiggle your shoulder blades back. Tuck the tailbone under, other arm, other leg. Breathe out. Tap the outer thigh if you can, outer ankle, sorry. That's it, float the other arm and leg up. Strong breath in, strong breath out. Give it a go. Of course, you don't need to be using hand weights or if it gets too hard. I also don't give you any rest time in my classes. So if you ever need to stop for a drink, a stretch, just, you know, manage your own body. Everyone's at different levels with different strength and fitness. Awesome, guys. A couple more here. So don't judge yourself. Just be wherever you're at and just work on improving. That's all. Awesome. Drop the weights on the ground. Keep them close at hand. Just supporting the head because the neck's getting a bit tired now. Knees bent. Nice, simple. Just alternating now. Push the heels out with a little opposite elbow to knee. I give a strong breath out as you really kick that leg forward. That's it. Again, if your head or neck gets too tired, you can just focus on the legs. You can always break these exercises down. Either way, I just want you to hold that integrity. The ribs, hips should just be, you know, really square. Nothing's moving in this in a bit. Your lower back remains in contact with the ground. Perfect. You'll feel the obliques going now. The muscles, the abs on the side which attach to your ribs. Awesome. Come on up. We're going to hover here in a V-sit for a minute. So, shoulder blades really back and down. You know, the opposite of being hunched, I want you to really pinch them back, push the chest forward. Sitting on our tailbone, draw your belly button in. And we're just going to hold it. See if you can hold no hands. If it gets too hard or you find yourself, you know, falling in, use your hands. From here, just a small breath in and then breathe out. Again, hold your thighs if it's too hard. So just give it a go. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out. Try and pinch your shoulder blades back. Just tuck your chin in, so it feels like you're giving yourself a double chin, but that just lengthens your neck. And we're just floating on that tailbone. Yes, well done. Awesome. Next one. Put your hands behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and we're going to just have our feet roughly, or knees roughly 90 degrees, holding this plank here, or the bridge position. All we're going to do is straighten the leg like marching. I'm just going to add a little bit of intensity. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the bottom down, lift it up while we're lifting one leg. Drop the bottom down and alternate the legs here. So what we're really working is pushing the hamstrings and the buttock on that one leg. Now if this is too hard, you can just keep both feet on the ground and just be pushing that way. Either way, chin to the chest, and I want you to look for your left and right hips always stay in line. And what I mean by that is your hips aren't twisting or dipping, you know, that you're pushing them up together. Alright, now while we're here, I'm going to get you to hold your hips just mid-height, and now we're going to work the triceps just because we can. And there's been a lot of strength lost, I think, during this corona time. Bit of upper body strength is gone. Now we're holding the spine just long and still, belly buttons pulling in, pelvic floor muscles pulling in. Just really squeeze those arms. Push yourself, push your chest as high as you can get your chest, then bend the arms and repeat. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. You guys are awesome. Beautiful, come on. A few more here. I know it's burning. It's a long minute, isn't it? That one, always a long minute. Come on down. Couple more on our back, and then we'll lie on our side with or without a dumbbell. All we're going to do is lower body first. What we're going to do is just try and lift the tailbone off the ground. I'm just holding the dumbbell up. We're going to add the arms in on the next exercise. So what this feels like is just you're trying to lift that tailbone. You draw, the belly button goes in. So the tailbone goes up this way, but the belly button goes in. I always imagine that sort of seesaw happening. All right. So again, just long arms, squeeze the shoulder blades back, tuck the chin in, and just keep going in. If you need a bit of extra support, of course, have your elbows or your hands on the ground. All right, good work. Alright, now the next part is just with your arms, with or without the dumbbells. Just a deep breath in. We lengthen, fill your ribs up with air, and as you breathe out, we're going to crunch up and reach up as high as your shins as you can. Deep breath in, breathe out. Okay, now we're just going to kind of add these two together. I'm going to get you to drop your legs just a little bit, but then add one of those little tail lifts with it. Okay, take your time, because these are great. When you get them right, you don't have to do many. Okay, slow breath in, bring them up together. Now, the better you get at these, of course, the lower your legs will go, like almost just to the ground. And then you come up together. Have a play. Some of you will be at that level already. Others of you will just be starting out. Deep breath in, hold that back on the floor. Go one more for me. Okay, awesome. All right, last one on our back here. This is a funny one, but a good one. I'm going to get you to take your legs wide apart. So what we're going to do is come here. Instead of just crisscrossing them, I'm going to get you to make like a big circle this way. So belly button in, push your lower back into the ground, and what we're doing is like swiveling. Now we're stretching the hips and working like the inner thigh, outer thigh muscles, but more importantly, it's like you're holding the plank in your torso here, because I need you to hold your lower back, pushing into the ground, sort of tuck the tailbone up. Now when you get better at this, or better at your strength, you can start sort of making circles lower down towards the ground, like don't have your legs up as high. So just have a play, see where you're at. You might find you're sort of tight in your hips, or there'll be a bit of clicking or something too. So you might need to massage in the hips or the buttocks. Awesome. And then the last one here, you've got two choices. You can have your hands underneath for a bit of support if you're a beginner, but these are just called little flutter kicks. Now there's a couple of ways we can do them. Of course, if you're good at it, you don't need your hands. Have a plate. If it gets too hard, you just bring them up higher. I need you to be able to keep your lower back on the ground. So just have a little go at it. And these are just straight legs, straight kicks, and you just take them as low to the ground as you can. Okay, just drawing that belly button in, because of course your back wants to arch up. You've got to really use the abs at the front to counterbalance it. We'll try 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are legends. Have a stretch for 5 seconds, 10 seconds here. Now we're on our side. Well done. That was good. Lying on your side, facing me. Little double leg lifts. You're lifting both legs up. Use these fingertips and just slightly lean here. Alright, I'll just move the camera a bit, you can see me. Come down here, that's better. Alright, breathe out as you lift. Yeah, we've got about 7 minutes to go, guys, so really. Alright, relax the head. So the way this works, it's really your obliques, that muscles on the side here, lifting up that hip. And that's what causes both legs to rise. We're sort of tilting from the pelvis. So as you breathe out, you really draw that belly button up, draw the pelvic floor up. So when it comes to the pelvic floor and the belly button, I just really grip it, then I release it a little bit. And grip it. Okay, top leg. Bottom leg goes down. This top leg is making big circles. So you do need these fingers in front just to lean on a little bit, just to give you a bit of a base of support. Now just make the circles as big as you can without, wobbling the hips. You've got to be able to hold your hips dead still. Now for this one, I ask you to try and do a long hold. Other way with the leg, belly button in, pelvic floor in, just holding it constantly. So I'm going to alternate a little bit. Some of the exercises I'll get you to draw the belly button in, relax it a little bit, draw it in, relax. Other ones I'm just going to try and get you to grip it for 30 seconds at a time. Beautiful. Last couple here. Squeeze that buttock. Good. One last for the buttock here. So bend this knee here because we're going to swing this leg forward and up. And then we're going to take that leg back to straight and up. Beautiful. Forward, up, back, up. So long straight lines with this leg. Your hips are not moving at all. Like your pelvis, your spine, your ribs are just not moving. So you've got to be able to just draw that belly in. If this is a bit too hard, then bend your knee forward and just lift with a bent knee. That's absolutely fine too. So you can just keep your knee bent the whole time. You can just take it back bent as well. That just takes a bit of the weight off the end of it. Okay, you can keep a bent knee. Otherwise, I know most of you can. Okay, straight back, lift. When you come forward, it's roughly a 90-degree angle, and then lift from the buttocks. Yes, we're feeling that. Okay, straighten that bottom leg now. This one relaxes. The inner thigh here, and we're going to add an oblique curl. So bring that elbow in front. This hand, just hold the weight of your head, and we're going to reach towards that toe. Okay, we've got 40 seconds here. So it roughly works out, guys, that with every minute, I want the first 10 or 15 seconds is the transition time, but then I want you to get about 40 seconds of really hard work of each exercise. Now this is one where I up my pelvic floor in the belly button and hold and then release a little bit. Up and hold, sort of up and grip and then release. So it feels like you're stopping going to the toilet and then you just release a little bit. Again, pull up again, little short holds here. You've got to try and be able to turn it on and off. Awesome. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to repeat those The last few on the other side, we've got, 4 minutes to go, guys. This is our last few minutes. Double leg lifts. Lean on your fingertips at the front. So keep your toes together, relax the head. The work comes from sort of just above your hip bone here. Big breath out as you lift and really draw that belly button up. Release a little bit, draw it up and in. Same with pelvic floor. Draw up, release. Up, release. Good work, guys. There's a lot of internal stuff going on here. You've got to really focus though to get there. Perfect. Keep it working. Hang in there for the last few minutes with me. Really elongate those legs. Bottom foot plants down. Keep a little bit of weight slightly forward on those fingers and nice big circles with this leg. Relax the head and neck. From your chest up should just be, relaxed and floppy. But our abdominals attached to our ribs here. So from your ribs down should be all working. Now this is where I'm just holding my pelvic floor and my belly button in for a long hold. Just a nice supportive grip. Now take the leg the other way. Nice long leg. Beautiful. Really elongate those legs, and even the spine. I want you to feel like you're really lengthening your body. Now gravity's helping us because as gravity's coming down on top of us, it's, spreading our body out here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bend this knee. This is where we're going straight left, forward, up. Straight leg, 90-degree leg, up. Again, if you need to bend the knee, that's fine. You can keep a bent knee for this one. Otherwise, keep it going. Well done, guys. Last couple of minutes after this. Good. Straight leg, if you can. Again, I just use these fingertips at the front to support. Lengthen that leg. Try not to move the hips even a couple of millimeters. Just really drawing the belly in and the pelvic floor. Just recruiting as many, ab muscle fibers as you can. Just to hold that torso still. Perfect. Front leg relaxes. Bottom leg is the inner thigh. And this is where we're going to add those oblique curls. Put your elbow in front, rest your head in your hands. So, just your fingers are taking most of the weight of your head. And with this one, I've got my shoulder, hip and ankle just all in a straight line. So I'm not leaning forward or twisting. I'm just trying to reach that toe. And this is where I pull the pelvic floor in, release a little bit. Breathe out, belly button, pelvic floor in. Release a little bit. Slow it right down if you need to. Just do one every couple of seconds if that's what it takes for your brain to just get that neural pathway going, to get those internal contractions going. The good thing is, once you get in the habit of pulling the pelvic floor and the belly in, you'll find you do them with all your gym work too, so that's great. All right, perfect. Lie on your tummy, last minute. Sucking the belly button up and in. We're going to do little kicks with the legs. We don't need the hand weights now. Okay, little kicks and then paddles. So we're pretending we're on a paddle board or a surfboard. Reach the arms. Now if you can lift your chest a little bit, great. Just working the lower back. We're really using the buttocks for the legs. Reaching forward. All right, let's paddle for about 10 more seconds. Little puffy breaths, draw the belly, pelvic floor in. All right, and then just last one for posture. Legs can relax. We're just going to hold our arms. We're just lifting the arms in front. Take them out to the side, or lift the arms to the side. Okay, just give me about 10. Okay. That was my 30-minute timer done. So just give me about 6 or 7 more of these. Lift. Keep the chin tucked in. So I breathe out as I lift. Breathe out as you lift. Okay, then breathe in on the in-between. Okay, now this is obviously work coming from your postural muscles. Okay, last one. And relax. Oh my goodness, well done. You've done so well for a Wednesday night. If you've got 2 minutes to spare, hang around for a stretch. But if you need to go, thank you very much for coming. I'm going to take my knees apart and just drop the chest down. Just really releasing that lower back now. Okay, drop your head. Relax the neck and then just give me some deep breaths. Fill up the rib cage, fill up the lungs. Well done. Alright, then on all fours, just knees together or knees hip width apart. And just deep breath in and breathe out to do a cat stretch. As you breathe out, I want your belly button to go up as high as you can. On the reverse, you take a deep breath in. Let the ribs expand as much as you can. Dip the back as much as you can. Look up and then repeat. Do a couple more. Breathe out. Draw the pelvic floor, belly button in. Arch as high as you can and deep breath in. Now you got the hang of it. Let's do about 2 more. Alright, just in your own time. Drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and last one. Yeah, perfect. Last stretch, just hips, push the hips forward. With our hands, we'll just pull them behind your chest. Tuck the chin in. Still trying to keep a long straight spine here. And swap the hips over. Good one. This time with the triceps. So just taking one arm up and over. Let me move my screen again. Yeah, nice. Alright, swap the arms, sorry. Keep the hips there. Awesome. Now just relax those arms. Final stretch is just feet together. Now we're just going to straighten these legs. If you can, try and stand on your toes. So what you do, you put your hand under your toes,